Commissioners, the next item is item number 9, an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Manhattan, docket number 160689, 357 Bleecker Street, located within the Greenwich Village Historic District. A brick row house built in 1829-30. Application is to construct a rear yard addition. This is zoned C1-6.
Did you take the advance? Thanks. Okay. Good morning, Commissioners. Michelle Shkrami and the Preservation staff. The application before you is 357 Bleecker Street, which is located in the Greenwich Village Historic District. The application is to construct a full width and full lot addition, rear yard addition, to the commission-approved rear yard addition. This proposed addition will not be visible from any public thoroughfare, and the architect Eric Schonenberger is here to discuss the proposal. To the right and left. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Eric Schonenberger from Architecture, and I'm the architect on this project. So the existing condition of the building is, this is the old building, and this is an extension that has been built about 10 years ago. And my client has asked me to apply for an extension on the ground floor, 243, I think, square feet. It's between a lot line wall of the building at 355 Bleecker Street and a one-story addition of the building at 359 Bleecker Street. So it's essentially in between two buildings, and currently, our project is located on, this is Charles Street, West 10, and this is the location of the extension. Here in green, I outlined the open area in the back currently, and our extension is that red part. There's another view, it's the same. And here we had a bit of a hard time showing it because it's very much in between everything. So this is essentially that bit that we're adding. Same here. This is the front facade. There's no change or any modification at all. This is the existing rear yard extension. And this is where we're adding to. This is the 359 Bleecker Street extension. It's a restaurant, and this is the wall of that extension. And then the opposite side, the lot line wall of the 355 Bleecker Street building. And this is from the first story terrace down. And this is again a larger view. The existing condition, there's a fence here. This is the wall to the restaurant addition. This is the lot line wall of the 355 Bleecker Street building. And this is where we would add our 243 square feet. We propose on top to have a roof terrace, essentially replacing the green we're taking away. There's very little green that we're taking away. Most of that area is actually paved right now. There's a little bit of greenery, but the client actually would like to have a roof terrace because right now when he goes out there, he's really between two walls. So, and here are the drawings that show this, the extension here. And the roof terrace. Here's a view from the side, whereas this dashed line is representing the building that's in front of it. So really the only thing you see in this view is this part, and that's the existing extension. Then in section here, and these are, I don't know if I should be going through these are the drawings that was made to the building department. So I can stop maybe at a view that represents the project the best.
rear facade that's going to face other people's backyards is going to be a stucco wall.
Yes, it's a stucco wall.
Did you see the elevation of that?
Yeah, I
missed
did.
that.
Uh,
What the neighbors are going
It
to
actually has a lot line window in there, but I'm aware that,
That's it.
sorry, I missed it. Yeah, here,
Right
yeah,
there,
yeah.
bottom right.
Yes, yeah.
So
It
it's a
has,
stucco wall with a railing on top.
yeah. It's the same type of stuff that we have the rest of the building. It's essentially, the client would like to have a terrace on top, and he would like to make an extension.
Any other questions? Any questions from the applicant?
And the reason you don't need a rear yard is because you're 100 feet from the corner?
Yes.
All right, any other questions? Okay, we'll take testimony. Are there any speakers on this item? No speakers. Community Board 2 recommends approval of this application. All right, are there any concerns? I think this is a case where clearly the green space between the block is very, very compromised. And this particular rear yard is sort of hemmed in between two full lot coverage buildings. Things very straightforward.
We've seen a few of these
Yes.
that are kind of one-story rear yard, commercial restaurant additions. I mean, I think this too could be on the staff agenda.
I agree. I also think, especially in certain areas where you have commercial districts where the ground floor uses tend to go to the rear yard. I think it's very different from the donuts that we've seen where you have very intact brownstone row houses. Yes.
I think the one strange thing is the lot line window. I mean, if that were my garden or whatever that is, I would put a nice curtain over your lot line window so that I wouldn't have to look at your light at night. So therefore, I think it's an unusual and kind of not very friendly thing to put a window into another person's rear yard, even if it is legal.
I think that he's going to be covering up the restaurant's lot line windows onto his rear yard. Goes around, comes around.
All right. Is that any concerns with retaining that window then? Okay. All right. So if there are no other issues, we can close the hearing. So John, would you read that, please?
In the matter of docket number 16-0689, 357 Bleecker Street in the Greenwich Village Historic District, application is to construct a rear yard addition. I recommend approval, finding that the building has been highly altered and the rear of the building has no significant architectural features which will be lost or damaged as a result of the construction of the proposed rear yard addition. That the proposed rear yard addition will not be visible from any public thoroughfare. That the rear yard of the building is hemmed in by adjacent buildings and by other rear yard incursions, and that while the proposed rear yard addition will extend to the rear property line, no significant green space will be eliminated by the construction of the addition. That the one-story addition will not overwhelm or significantly alter the scale and character of this mid-19th century building, and that the work will not detract from the special architectural or historic character of the building or the block.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this application's been approved.